Welcome back. This is Jay with 1791Actual. Glad you stopped in. Hope you'll sit in with us for a few minutes. We're going to do some reloading. Today, we're going to be using the entire reloading system that I've been developing for 3D printed organizational parts. We've got our block of different caliber blocks. Probably seen a video on these. Pistol calibers are all the same thickness. Rifle calibers need to be a little bit thicker because they need to have a little bit deeper holes to make sure that the shells don't fall over while you're reloading. But they are all uniform dimensions so that they will fit in our reloading station base tray. Now you can order these. We are putting these out on the internet for sale. You can order just the block if you want, and you can order the block with jacket. And what the jackets are is just a slightly larger box, if you will, that the block fits into, and they are designed with holes in the corners so that you then take just a piece of filament that comes with it, the right length piece of filament comes with it, stick it in the hole, put just a tiny bit of Elmer's glue in the holes and a little bit on the top right here, press it together, hold it for a couple of minutes, and then let it sit for say about 12 hours so that it's good and solid, and you have a unit that you can pick up, move around, put it on your shelf, set them this way, set them this way, whatever works. Idea being to maximize storage in a minimum of space. Some of the caliber blocks are multi-use. For instance, I do 444 Marlin and 3030. Well, 444 Marlin and 3030 have this close enough base diameter and height that to keep the shell from falling over while you're working with them, that they can actually be in the same block. Quick tip: this block will also work for 410 shot shell. So you've got that going for you. As you see here, 38 Special and 357 Magnum, same thing. Same diameter for the hole. They're it's easy to set it to the right depth so that you can work with either size case. 45 ACP, he gets his own block right now. And down here we've got 40 Smith & Wesson 357 SIG and 10 millimeter. All, again, close enough to the same diameter at the base, and that's the rim at the very bottom of the casing, and it's close enough to the same height that they function in the same block. And then we have good old 9mm. Now, 9mm, I've got it labeled just as 9mm, but for those of you that may not know, there are actually three different types of 9mm. There's what people normally call 9mm, which is 9mm Luger, or 9x19. There's also 9mm Makarov, same base diameter, 9x19 or 9mm Makarov, I'm sorry, is actually 9x18. And then here's the kicker: 380 ACP, same base diameter. Now, 380 ACP is also known as 9mm Kurz, Kurz, or 9x17. They all use a 9mm slug. The difference is actually in the case height. Diameter is the same, case height is different. I've heard of people trying to fire different ones through different calibers through a firearm, and that's not advisable at all. But again, these, you order the block. You can order just the block at a slight discount. But if you order it with the cases are interlockable, and you can arrange them however you want to on your shelf, or maybe you want to stick this whole thing in a drawer somewhere. You can pull it out when you need it. Now those, of course, they work with our reloading station base tray. Reloading station base tray has a place for the caliber block to sit. Goes right in there. Doesn't move around much. Now, instead of having to buy a whole bunch of these different trays for your reloading, you buy one of these and you buy multiple of these, lock them together, and now you have your racking system and you have your base tray. Base tray, you can order just the base tray, and this little bay will be there for whatever you want to put in it. And there's a slight discount by ordering it this way. But our standard base tray comes with an insert. The insert is your primer flip tray. So now you can get the base tray, a place for your bullets, caliber block bay, your primer flip tray. This entire system takes up just this much space. Super handy, super compact. The latest thing that I've added to this system, and we're going to be using part of it today, is I use exclusively Lee dies. And I've got it over here on my shelf. I had them stacked. I tried putting them in a cardboard box, and it just wasn't convenient. It wasn't organized. Didn't work well for me. So I came up with a similar racking system to the caliber blocks, just a little bit different dimensions. And they are dimensioned to fit the Lee die set. Now, I stick with the Lee dies, just for personal preference, excuse me, because it comes with the 3 dies. I like their setup for their deprimer, for their decapping pin, that you're less likely to break one of their pins, because if it encounters too much resistance, instead of breaking, it actually shoves up through a collet, and then you can readjust it back down. But it also comes with your case holder, your bullet holder, which, you know, the other brands, you have to buy those separately. It also comes with a dipper. Now, I don't rely on the dippers. I love the fact that it comes with the shell holder, because everything is in a case together, handy, convenient, and well organized. But the dippers, I've found, don't really give me the consistent, accurate powder measure that I prefer. So I run my Lyman my Lyman powder measure. I get it set where I want it, and even though, you know, I do use, you see me, I use a Lee single stage press. I also have a Lyman, an old 1960s era Lyman press, turret press that I dearly love, but still I use the Lee dies. Now I would ask, because since I only use the Lee dies, this system is designed to rack Lee die cases. I don't have any Lyman cases. I don't have any of the other brand cases at all. So if you would, down in the comments, shoot me a note. If you have say Lyman dies or RCBS dies and a set of calipers, drop a comment. Let me know what the dimensions are of your chosen die cases. I would love to be able to redesign this. Either a separate system for RCBS. Maybe we make those green. Maybe we make the Lee in red. These are kind of a developmental thing. But let me know what the dimensions of your die cases are and what brand, and I'll see what I can work out. Might just be able to adjust this design a little bit so that it would work with pretty much any brand of case. So that's what we're using today. It's going to get us started. Again, thanks for sitting in. Grab your chair over there, and I will go get out a press and some materials that we need, and we'll get to reloading. Thanks again for stopping in. See you in a few.